Hey guys, how's it going? Just finishing up a few books here. This one is The Age of Persuasion: How Marketing Ate Our Culture by Terry O'Reilly, and I also got Hidden Influence. Got a cool title there. It changes. I forget what it's called by Jonah Berger. He also wrote Contagious. Anywho, in this video, I want to talk about an interesting subject to me, and it's pricing. Now, what you'll learn is when you study marketing is a funny thing about pricing and value. Value for most things is relative. And with that in mind, what can you do to change the value of whatever you're selling? And even if you're selling a commodity, which you generally don't want to be selling a commodity, but how can you how can you package a commodity and sell it for more, for example? That's one of the ways. Just look at water. Water's basic product, yet you'll have a dollar or like a bottle of water for $1, and then you'll have a Fiji bottle of water for $5. So what is the main difference there? So I'm going to give you about 8 different ways that you can charge more for whatever you're selling. And the first one is attaching a story to it. So think of the water. Okay, you might have your basic water, a Nestle water, and then you have your Fiji water. Well, why is that one 5 times more than the other one? They're both water, right? To me, I can't taste the difference. But if you ask my dad, he's like a water Nazi. He loves his like he'll only drink like fresh bottled water. So it's all about the story. So let's just say Fiji. I'm not sure if this is our actual story, but let's say it came from the glaciers of in Norway, and only the freshest water there. It's like the purest water on Earth, and it's been harvested and also melted in a special container and then filtered 7 times. Just think of Grey Goose, for example. It's also filtered 7 times. So one is attaching a story to whatever you're selling, and the next part that ties into a story is adding an experience to whatever you're selling. And a great book on this is No BS Marketing to the Affluent by Dan Kennedy. It's all about how to charge way more for your services. And one of the examples he gives is for, like, say you have a hair salon or something like that. Um, Instead of just cutting hair for whatever it costs, if you attach an experience to your hair salon, so instead of say a limo comes and picks you up and drops you off at the hair salon, and then they give you their special coffee and a robe, and they give you massages and stuff, and then they cut your hair, and then the limo drives you back home, and this amazing experience. And that's one way to charge way more for what you're selling. So uh, experience stories. The next way is celebrity. So what you want to do in your business is like you can harness actual celebrities, or you can become the celebrity in your niche, which is the goal. So look at Frank Kern. Frank Kern basically celebritized himself, and that's why he sells all his products for super high. That's what he's known for. His positioning is an authority, celebrity, and expert. One way to do that, by the way, is to create a book. So if you write a book and you're whatever your expertise is, and you put it out there, and then whenever you can send it to clients as if you want them as a client, as a prospect, sorry, or you can just have it as lead magnet. So you want to create yourself as a celebrity. You want a book establishes that ACE factor: authority, celebrity, and expertise. So the next way is to add mystique to your process or what you're selling. Again, Dan Kennedy, he wrote a book, The Ultimate Sales Letter, which broke down exactly how he comes, uh, this whole process for creating his copy in his sales letters. It's a 27-step process. You can go and copy it right now, but there's still a mystique. It's like a creativity part. Like, even though he gave you the formula, you know, it's it's still a way to charge even more. Like, it's weird how it works. So with Mystique, you have your celebrity experience stories. The next one is how much pain are they in, and how much, if the greater amount of pain they're in, the more people will pay to get out of it. Think of a dentist or something like that. if you have if you have bad teeth, like, you're in a tremendous amount of pain all the time. It could be physical pain and it could be emotional pain because maybe you can't smile and it's affecting your relationships, your love life, maybe your boss won't promote you because they want people who can smile. Like, like my teeth are kind of fucked up, but um, yeah, you can sell the outcome, like, by magnifying the pain, and it's kind of shitty, but you like it feels wrong to do it, but it like a lot of people do. And um, one of the one of the great books you can read on, guilt and stuff for making more money is another book by Dan Kennedy, No BS Wealth Attraction in the New Economy. And in that book, he basically talks about guilt and how you kind of got to turn it off, as long as you're providing value to people. Sorry for that tangent. So you got your mystique, you got the pain factor, you got your celebrities, you got your experience, and you got a story. What else? Well, an obvious one is scarcity. How scarce is it? Or rarity, and they're different, and I'll explain to you why they're different. So scarcity, there's also urgency, but let's just stick to scarcity and rarity. So scarcity is, there's a limited supply of it, and if you don't get it, other people are going to get it, and you won't be able to get it again. Rarity is when there's only like one of these things. Like, they're say you're selling something so unique that there's no one else selling it in the world. That is obviously way more valuable. Some other ways to increase your whatever you're selling is to basically package. How you package something makes a huge difference in our minds. Like the water example is good, but let's just take it to the info marketing world. Just giving someone an ebook, for example, is pretty low value in people's minds, perceived value. Uh, like, you can't sell an ebook these days for more than $7, maybe 40, maybe 100 if you're lucky. But if you take that ebook and turn it into a course, a video course, and then you print it out manuals, and then you make DVDs, even if people still use DVDs, and then you ship that to someone, now you can charge, instead of $7, you can charge hundreds or thousands of dollars. So uh, that's that's a great way to do it. One way, that's another way to stand out. If all your competition in the info marketing business is selling ebooks, sell physical books. That's like a great way to stand out. So you got your packaging, and that's like an added, like a way to add value is to just, yeah, change up the format. um, Packaging in general, the better your stuff looks when people get it, the more they're willing to pay for it. Um, this is another quirk of the human brain. And the last one I'll leave you with is how specific you can make your solution for the person buying it. So let's see. A good example is, say I'm selling Facebook ads. Or no, say I'm a Facebook ad consultant. Now, if I'm just a general consultant for everyone, say I just do for every business, for every small business, um, maybe I would be able to charge $1,000 a month on average. But if I'm a Facebook ad consultant for, say, plastic surgeons or landscapers or realtors, um, you're going to be able to go to those people and charge, instead of 1,000, might be 5,000, might be 7, 10,000. So people like to think that you, like, understand their, like, people, first of all, they want to be understood, but they want you to kind of like be just for them. They don't want generalists. Um, it's been shown time and time again, like specialists make way more money than generalists. And with that as a side note, again, if you find that your competition is way too strong in whatever you're in right now, your market sophistication is way too high, you can splinter off and niche further, niche down, I guess you could say. So instead of becoming a Facebook ads consultant, become a local Facebook ads consultant for local um, landscapers. And yeah, there's always ways to uh, charge more and also become the top of your niche by niching down. So just run through them all again. You got experience, tie an experience to your thing, or a story, or a celebrity. If you can get another celebrity, or make yourself a celebrity, that's even better. That's the goal. Um, Packaging, mystique. Uh, the more pain they're in, the more you can sell it to them. My gosh, what else? Oh yeah, make it as specific for the person as possible, and then add value by changing the format of what you're selling, if that's possible. Like yeah, the perceived value. In well, in marketing world, perceived value is real value, but that's a different topic altogether. So anywho, hope you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you next time. All right, peace.